Gorl World, a corner of the internet following a rotating cast of women documenting their lives, weight loss, journeys, mukbangs, drama, questionable decisions, and years upon years of lore. The three main girls of Gorl World, well at least what I've seen from Gorl World, is Foodie Beauty, who I have noticed loves to talk with her mouth full, fart, and sometimes she sits on the toilet. I actually avoid her part of Gorl World the most. And then we get to the queen, Amberlynn Reed, whose lore is mostly about ABUSIVE partners, missing animals that end up probably dead, her allegedly washing her booty cheeks with washcloths after she goes to the bathroom instead of toilet paper. And then we get to the newest girl of Gorl World, Quirky Love Rosie, or how others are calling her, Rosie Lynn Reed, who many are saying is at the heels of Amberlynn Reed, ready to knock her down and take her crown. Each girl has a different story, a different drama, but something they all have in common is that they are fitness queens who never work out, but they love their protein through snacks, usually in powder or bar form.
My first Orgain vanilla protein organic powder. Love this shit.
The protein queens get heavily criticized on their fixation of eating protein through powder and bar form instead of chicken. And the critique is that they need to stop fixating on getting so much protein and start fixating on, well, eating less, having their quality of protein from actual food, and not buying so many damn bars because it's expensive and some of them complain about money.
I have a Built Puff cookies and cream. Good source of protein. Your girl needs collagen.
And many people are questioning, why are y'all buying all these boxes of protein bars? I saw Miss Quirky Love Rosie do an Amazon haul where she bought boxes and boxes and boxes of these protein bars, specifically the Built bars that I see on TikTok. So many people are saying that you guys are spending all this money on protein bars, you guys are eating protein bars and obviously high volume, but all you guys do is roll around your kitchen and eat. Now that I think about it, I think I've only seen Amberlynn Reed take a walk around a parking lot a few years ago.
Version of me walking, so I'm about to press start when I go to stand up, and yeah, so let's do this.
And then I saw Quirky Love Rosie likes to kind of wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Okay, but like she likes to wade in the water. Like she kind of just like floats around a little bit and that's her workout. So I'm not knocking that. Pool is great for these women that are this size, but do you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 protein bars? I don't think you do. The critique is pretty valid there. But as someone who is pretty educated when it comes to protein, I was a personal trainer. I've worked in nutritional shops. I had to sell them to obese people that would come in and explain to them that you don't lose weight the more you eat these things. They still have calories. And I also work out and watch my calories all at the same time. I do have some critique for the girls, but I also have some critique for the critique. Because so far, most of the people that are critiquing the girls are telling them some interesting fitness tips, like they need to starve themselves. They need to only eat protein. Insert a bunch of random diets, well, right here, like right in your face. And I just see a lot of tips getting thrown at these girls that would probably make them even, well, bigger. I think we need some clarification here. But instead of completely critiquing the girls, making fun of them while they roll around their kitchen while making the most interesting, sloppy type food I have ever seen.
Oh, these are gonna be lethal.
And has me murmuring saying, this is America. So I am gonna do all of that, all while trying these snacks that these girls say are so helpful and helps them lose weight and not eat as much. I'm a little confused as to what these girls think that these snacks are doing for them because they either gain weight or they are the same. Actually, I think they have all gained weight. But we are gonna try these snacks that the girls say that they love so much and helps them in some way. And I will explain to you the purpose of the snacks and how I actually incorporate them in my life. Even though secret, I actually avoid these types of snacks for the most part. And I'll tell you why during the video. But first, before we start eating, we have to, well, go get the food, because something that I've noticed when it comes to Gorl World is that they all like to DoorDash all of their food, or at least most of their food, so they can continue to just sit and, well, not get any type of movement in their life. And one rule in my house is if you wanna have a snack, a treat, or this fun food, you gotta get up, put on a bra, and go get it yourself. And you guys know how much I love putting on bras and leaving my house, which means I usually never eat out or get these types of snacks. But for the sake of the video, we must venture to Walmart. And while we're doing that, because I wanted to make use of my day, we're also gonna go drop off little Rigby to his annual teeth cleaning appointment. If you're wondering why Butters isn't getting his professionally cleaned, because he's the most perfect boy, and whenever I take him in, they say teeth are great. I care for Rigby's just as much as I care for Butters, and for some reason, his tiny mouth is just nasty. Anyway, let's go drop off Rigby, and then we'll go to Walmart. Little Mr. Rigby actually loves the car, loves bye-bye, he loves the vet. He loves just going out of the house, so he has no anxiety there at all. He sprints into the office and is always so excited to meet new friends at the vet. And this one was really excited to meet us. She couldn't even get out her excitement. Can you not bark? Okay. After I dropped off Rigby, it was time to walk the halls of Walmart for the treats from Gorl World. But I did take a little detour and saw this really cool doll. Tried some clothes on, and y'all, I think Walmart, I am considered skinny because I am always a medium or a large because these shoulders, okay, and the booty cheeks. But over here, the mediums were baggy and I tried smalls on later and it did fit. I didn't really get anything except for this lavender super comfy outfit that I will wear the hell out of during fall and winter. Then I finally went down the protein aisle and dang, I didn't realize they had so many things like chip after chip after chip flavor, like all these protein chips. I didn't know there were so many. And of course, there were tons of bars with a variety of flavors. I just started popping them into my cart like the girls do, and I have to say, it was fun. I can see why they do this all the time. Anyway, I secured the bag, picked up Rigby, and this is what he looks like right now. He's a little sleepy boy. We're back, and I've got a lot of protein snacks here. I'm actually pretty excited for this. Hershey's Cookies and Cream Protein Bar. Okay. I'm ready to get buff. Just kidding. They don't do that. For most people, they're probably gonna give the opposite effect because a lot of people who eat them don't know what they're doing. Okay, are you guys ready to try these snacks? Come in tubs now. So, are you ready? Wrong. If you're saying yes, you just failed the test. What do we do before we eat some sort of packaged treats? I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, exactly. We need to eat a meal, an actual meal that will fill us up. So we don't eat 28 Built Bars. Miss Rosie, I'm looking at you. But of course, if you don't wanna take these tips, please don't take them. But anyone else, let's go make a meal. It's my normal meal. I know you guys are probably so tired of seeing this meal. I'm pretty sure if I put my crumble video out, this was the same meal. I don't know, I'm really hyper-focused on chicken, rice, green beans. It's fast, it's easy, it fills me up, I'm not hungry, and that is the perfect thing I need before a taste test so I don't eat, 4 boxes of Built Bars like some people. Rosie. Anyway, this is what I'm eating right before. It's around 30 grams of protein with the chicken, and then I'm obviously going to, well, not obviously, but I'm going to throw in some fruit, like an apple. And now it's time to try. Actually, it's been a few hours since you have seen me since I went to Walmart and picking up Rigby. It took a lot of time. So I've had way more than 1 meal. I've had actually about 3 meals. And so I'm eating this more near the end of the day, which I prefer because I actually do not usually buy these types of things. I actually don't even incorporate high protein type snacks, really ever. Maybe not ever, but it's pretty rare. Mostly because I get my protein from actual food. Because the #1 thing that I see with the girls is that they get their protein from, they'll see this 20 grams of protein, but this is not gonna fill them up. It's not gonna fill me up, and it's not gonna fill most of you guys up. And that's one of the #1 reasons why I don't really eat a lot of these protein snacks, because they don't do shit for me. It's really just fun to eat to get away from like my normal food. Sometimes, because sometimes they be tasting like booty cheeks. So if I do eat snacks, it's usually at the end of the day, I had a ton of food already. My calories are at a good place where I'm not hungry, because if I'm not hungry, that means I have a less chance of binging on these packaged type foods, especially something sweet, and especially if I really, really like that sweet treat. Today, I don't know if I'm too worried about it, because something that I'm surprised is that these girls love protein bars, and I usually don't love them. But I guess we are gonna find out if I do or not, and I'll explain some things to you as I've been doing this whole video. I know some of you guys are saying, you talk too much. Too bad. People have questions, and I try to answer them all. This is supposed to be a hangout sesh between you and me and the dog. And I feel like it's a little bit better than me saying, look at these fat chicks. They're so dumb. They're eating protein treats and snacks because they think they're gonna get fit from it. Stupid, look at me, big muscle girl. I got all the answers, but I'm not gonna tell you nothing. So to the people who always say thank you for the tips, I appreciate you a lot. Now let's try some food. Well, packaged food. Some people would not call this food. Let's see, what am I most excited to try? These are the things that I binged on when I was bigger. I love white chocolate, and I would buy like tons of these bars and just, okay, it's a little embarrassing. I would mash them, I can't mash them, but I would like break them apart and fit as much as I can in my mouth and like, ew. But like, that's what I would do. I also did that with peanut butter cups. Peanut butter cups, I would mash them together and make a big peanut butter ball and just like eat it like an apple. And look what I got. So now they have protein peanut butter cups. The one that I'm least excited to try, Built Bar. Sour Puff does not seem like something that I would like, but we'll find out. I'll save this one till the end because I know Rosie loves these things and she swears by them. So Rosie, if I don't like this, I'm gonna cancel you. Just kidding. Let's start with something savory. I got 2 of these. I am just wowed that there are protein chips now. I have tried protein chips in the past, and I usually like them if they are cheese. Protein tip, usually the cheese covers up the nasty protein taste. But this one is Sweet Heat. It's 240 calories for a whole bag, which if you remember, the meal that I just showed you is around 300 calories and it filled up my plate. Actually, after I show you a couple of these, I'll show you the meal that I had right before I did this, and it filled up my plate and some, and it was only around 350 calories. But first, these are from a company called Cloud Plus. They're protein chips plus collagen. Good, I'm gonna preserve my youth. All from chips. Oh, they look interesting and they smell interesting. Okay, here's what they look like. Let's try one. Here it looks like a little tortilla chip. Remember, the flavor is Sweet Heat. Okay, I did not think that I would like these things, or I just didn't think I would like them at all. They're not awful. They do have a grainy taste to them, like a grainy texture, because most protein treats are gonna have that grainy texture. It does taste like a very thin tortilla chip. It's not very spicy. I don't even know it's very sweet. I taste a slight bit of sweetness. I do taste a little bit of heat. It's not that hot. It's like a 2 out of 10. Keep in mind that I used to be knee deep in hot Cheetos, so if hot Cheetos are spicy to you, maybe my like ranking isn't gonna be that big of a thing. But the critique that I have is, would I have this for a snack? Absolutely not. They're almost as much as my full meal, and they're not gonna make me full at all. 240 calories. For a few more calories, I could get this meal right here. So I grilled up some chimichurri chicken, I roasted some potatoes, I grilled some broccoli, and that ended up being around 250 or 280 calories. I can't remember from the top of my head, and I figured I needed more calories to get me to 350, so I added a side salad and even some watermelon, and that filled me up all the way until now. So you could either have a bag of chips that ain't gonna do shit, to put it frankly, for girls who are hungry, right? Naturally just hungry, they wanna eat all the time because they're probably gonna, like, this isn't gonna do anything for you. Sorry, I don't wanna get aggressive, but I'm trying to like beat it into people's head, because the biggest question is, how do I be full? And I say, you need to have a little bit more protein and fiber, and then they say that they eat something like this, and they're like, I don't know why I'm not full. Because you're getting protein from things like this and you're not filling up your stomach. So is it good? Yeah, it was fine, but would I waste 240 calories on this as a snack or even a meal? Absolutely not. Not gonna keep me full. It's high in calories. It's not quality protein. It's expensive. And no, but if I was someone who was like Rosie or Amberlyn Rena, I didn't give a fuck and I had money to spend and I wanted to just say I eat protein, yeah, but they're not bad. They taste like really thin tortilla chips with a kick of heat and a little bit of sweetness and grainy. Let's try their other flavor. This bag is also 240 calories. It has less than 1 gram of sugar and 1 gram of fiber. Remember, fiber helps keep you full too. These are a flavor of, they're just nacho. And like I said, I had protein chips before that were cheese flavor and I didn't get much of like that protein taste. Also, just a question. Do you think that the girls from Gorl World, before they do their super protein taste test when they're eating these foods, do you think that they actually ate a meal? Or do you think that they just called Uber Eats, had their stuff delivered, while they waited, they scrolled on their phone on TikTok, and then started eating this kind of stuff? I feel like it's what I think it is. Anyway, here's the chip. Looks like another thin tortilla chip. They have odd smells. Like, the smell doesn't make me want to eat them, but they don't have an overpowering flavor either, which is really confusing. Okay, so those ones are actually way better than the previous ones that I tried. Probably because they have like the cheese flavor over it. Still grainy, but I just like the flavor a lot more. Once again, would I eat it for a meal or with a meal? No. That would just bring my 350 calorie meal to almost 590, and it doesn't do anything for me. I would only eat that if I was really craving protein chips. Quest peanut butter cups. These peanut butter cups are 200 calories for 2 cups, 15 grams of fat, which is normal because it's peanut butter and chocolate, 13 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fiber, not much, but it does have some in it, and 11 grams of protein. And I think the critique with this one is that it doesn't have that much protein in it. I actually go for snacks that don't have much protein. Our product doesn't have a lot of protein. Like, people want like 20 grams of protein. The more protein a product has, the more grainy and well, weird it's gonna taste. Now that these have only 11 grams, I'm kind of excited to try them because I tend to sprint away from snacks that are like packed with protein because it's never good. I've never tried one that tastes like, especially like a sweet type thing. Oh good, they're sectioned out to just be 2. I thought there was gonna be like, just, I don't know, loosely in there and then like you just, you know, just put them in. But they come in a pack so you can take them with you. I'm gonna put this on a plate and cut it. Oh, Garrett! And I have a knife. I don't wanna eat the whole thing. I'm just so skinny. So tiny. Not Garrett being like, yep. Okay, this is what they look like. Looks like a Reese's peanut butter cup, I think, because I haven't had Reese's peanut butter cups in forever. Actually, because I don't know if I have control over myself over peanut butter cups. I feel like if I get a peanut butter cup, or like I'll buy tons of them and then I'll mash them up like I used to and then eat them like an apple, like I used to. I have a plate already. I just needed a knife. All right, let's cut into this Reese's peanut butter cup. I mean, Quest peanut butter cup. Cut it in half. We're gonna cut it in half. Cutting. Okay. Usually things like this, like when it's chocolate and peanut butter, it's usually fine if it has protein in it. So I am excited to try this one. Okay, that tastes like candy. And one of my critiques when I watched, you know, Gorl World is whenever I see them eating these protein treats, they get really excited when it tastes like candy and it tastes like the real stuff. And something that I had to stop doing when I was bigger was getting these kinds of things, because if it tasted like the real thing, I'm just gonna binge on it. And I know damn well Amber Lynn, Quirky Love Rosie, the other girl that's nasty, they are not going to not eat the whole box of something that tastes like the real thing. They're too big for me to not say, I know y'all eating the whole thing. I would. This totally tastes, at least for me, who hasn't had Reese's in a long time, pretty much like a Reese's peanut butter cup. I would mash this together and eat the whole box if I was someone like Quirky Love Rosie or Amberlyn Reed, especially because they all get paid to eat on camera. Anyway, that one's really good. It does have a little bit of like a gummy consistency, not super, but like I remember Reese's peanut butter cup, like the inside was a little like more crumbly. This one is a little bit more gummy, but the chocolate is smooth. The peanut butter is also smooth while being kind of gummy at the same time. I just want to press into it. Yeah, it doesn't kind of break apart like the Reese's peanut butter cups. I know, because I would cut those things open, squish them together. I mean, it was a mess. I do not need Reese's peanut butter cups in this house, but these are good. Now that I've had it in my like kind of rest in my mouth a little bit, I do taste a little bit of an aftertaste, but I mean, you can wash it down with some milk or a liter of soda like I see the girls do all the time. All right, time for something savory now. We'll do the protein chips that come in this little like tube thing. This is from Rogue. It's spicy chicken sandwich, naturally flavored, 20 grams of protein per serving and 230 calories. Keep in mind, 4 ounces of chicken breast is 120 to 130 calories. So you could have a whole chicken breast along with all these other things to get up to 230 calories, or you could have protein chips, which once again is not going to fill me up. But these come with all of these things on the side. It's got like gut health, no artificial flavor, no seed oils. Like, it's got all these things to entice you, which I don't know, but people always like get excited about that stuff or critique things if they have seed oils. Honey, if I'm going to have a packaged treat, I don't care what's in it. I'm just gonna have a treat. All I care about is if it tastes good. That's it. Oh, they're like little puff things. This is what they look like. Oh, damn, those are good. These are naturally flavored because that was like the most flavorful chip or thing that I ate today so far, or like through these little things. I didn't think that I would like them. Like, cause like, I don't know, it looks kind of dated. Everything just looks kind of dated and weird, but those are delicious. Those are something I'd probably eat the whole thing. How many servings are in here? Oh, 1 serving. So this whole thing is 230 calories. The texture is really good. It doesn't have a grainy feel to it like the other chips that I ate previously today. The flavor is there. I don't know if it tastes like a spicy chicken sandwich, but it does have that barbecue-y, spicy-ish flavor to it that I really like. I'm gonna have to hide these for myself because I could probably eat the whole thing. Actually, you know what? Spicy chicken sandwiches have pickles. I taste a little pickle in there. These are good. I like these a lot. Would I eat it on a normal basis? No. Would I eat it for a snack? No. Would I probably eat these again? No, but they're really good. Okay, let me close these. I keep eating them. These are good. I'm surprised. I've never, ever heard of this brand. Once again, protein chips from Rogue. Spicy chicken sandwich. They were delicious. Probably the best protein chip I've ever tried so far. And I have not heard of them at all. Just saw them randomly at Walmart, the place that I really don't even go. Top chip. And I got a second one. This is their sweet flavor. Churro, also naturally flavored. Only 12 grams of protein for these and 150 calories. Oh, they're like Cheetos, but brown and have 12 grams of protein in it. Here's what they look like. Here they are. All right, they look kind of gross, but it's cinnamon, so it's gonna be like brown. Okay, so these are way less flavorful than the other ones that I tried, the ones that I really liked. But I do taste the cinnamon. I actually taste quite a bit of nutmeg. They're not as sweet as I thought they were gonna be, which is sad for me, but they have 0 grams of sugar. So if you want a little puff that tastes slightly like cinnamon and a little bit of nutmeg, maybe you'll like these. It's only 12 grams of protein, 150 calories. I tend to avoid sweet snacks that are puffed because they really don't fill me up at all. In fact, they just make me want to eat a lot more. Like I would eat like, I need a lot of these and then I'd probably be like, oh shit, I ate like 3 bottles of Rogue Churro naturally flavored protein puffs and now I probably should just eat a meal. So then I just toppled on a bunch of calories because I was still hungry after I eat these. But yeah, I do try to tend to avoid sweet things that are puffs because it doesn't do anything. I also tend to just avoid chips in general because there are a lot of empty calories that don't keep me full, and I can't stress this enough, if you are a hungry person, you need to make sure to pick foods that keep you full. And usually that's not going to be in a form of a chip or a puff. But these are not bad. I thought that I would absolutely hate these. I'm surprised I've never heard of them at all. Rogue was really good, especially this flavor. Since we're on a chip kick right now, let's just finish off the last protein chip that I got, and it is from Quest. I've had them before, but they're nacho flavor, so I figured since I'm just buying all these protein treats, I might as well try their other flavor. This is a Mexican street corn, and I do like Mexican street corn. Let's see if I like it in protein chip form. Oh my God, not me struggling to open a chip bag. Ooh, I do like that. It does taste like street corn. Ooh, those are dangerous. Those are good. So it's 140 calories a bag. The chicken breast is 120 to 130. Shrimp is 90 calories for 4 ounces. And I eat shrimp on a daily basis, usually, because you can get so much shrimp for a lot less calories and tons of protein, rather than getting a small bag of chips that is filled up less than half for only 19 grams of protein and 140 calories. Anyway, these are good. I have seen the Gorl World eat protein chips, and it's usually the Quest ones. I can see why they buy multiple bags of these, and they probably eat multiple bags in one sitting. Allegedly, I don't know, but I can like use my senses and think I would probably eat multiple bags of these. They only give you like a handful. Yeah, but these are good. I think so far when it comes to the chips, favorite, second favorite, these are gonna be given to Garrett. But they're also not awful. They're just the least flavorful, and I like flavor. Okay, since we're talking about Quest, I just noticed I got like a couple of Quest stuff. I haven't seen Gorl World eat Quest bars specifically, but this is actually something special to me because Quest is something that I ate during my competition years. And I remember because during competition years, you really can't eat sugar. Even sugar from fruit is a no-no. You just really can't have sugar, and you have to really get your carbs from sources that is not sugar. It sucks. But my cheat meals was Quest bar, and so now I'm wondering, do I still like this? Because I've noticed certain protein treats that I had during competition days, I was like, wow, this is delicious, and then I'd stop competing and eat, well, cheesecake, and then I'd eat one of these or like a protein bar, and I'm like, oh my God, awful. So I'm just curious if I still would like these, and I noticed that they had a flavor that I have never tried before. They actually had a lot of flavors, but these things are expensive, so I just got 1 box. And I mean, do I really want to spend all that money on on stuff that I might not enjoy now that I'm not doing competitions. All right, this is a peanut butter and jelly flavor, and I got it because I do love peanut butter and jellies, and I noticed that it's got like layers to it or something. I don't know, looked interesting. It's 210 calories and 16 grams of protein. Reminder, 4 ounces of chicken is 120 to 130. Oh, let me cut it. Oh, it's not cutting. There we go. For some reason I thought, I don't know why I thought like little things were gonna fall out of the bar, but that's probably not realistic. All right, I'm going to try it. I'm actually happy I tried that one. It's not awful. There are other bars, like the normal Quest bars, just, I didn't get it because I knew, I didn't wanna like rag on Quest and say, oh, awful. I don't like those types of bars. Most protein bars, I don't like. But maybe because this one has less protein than the other ones, at least that I've tried that I remember, and it's a crispy protein bar, and it has jelly in it. See? So something like this, that if I would like it, I would not eat it as a snack in the middle of the day. Snacks are usually going to be a meal. For example, today I didn't finish my whole meal that I showed you from the chimichurri chicken. And so I ended up saving 1.5 ounces of the chicken and the broccoli, added some rice to it, and I had a little, well, snack. But I do like having dessert. And dessert usually consists of, well, one of our products, Yibs, the donut, or if I don't have any and Garrett insists that we sell them to people, I try to find something else. Usually not a protein snack because I just don't really need to buy protein bars, but I'll get like a small cookie, which is around 150 calories with 9 grams of sugar, little things like that. So then I can have something fun at night when I already had all of my calories and I have calories left over to enjoy a little dessert. This is something, since I bought it, that I would probably save for my dessert. How many calories? Yeah, 210. That's not too bad at all. And only 2 grams of sugar. But that's a huge tip that I started doing because when I got into the fitness industry is when my BED got really, really high because you're restricting pretty much everything. And a lot of people would tell me, oh, just have a protein bar. You'll be fine. That'll like cure everything. And I would have a protein bar and then another protein bar and another protein bar. So I couldn't eat that in the middle of the day. I noticed saving it for after I had all my meals and at night and then go brush my teeth and go to bed and I don't have to think about food anymore is my safe zone. And I've noticed a lot of these girls will just like break out a protein bar when they're just sitting at home doing nothing midday, which leaves a lot of time for these girls to eat, and they definitely do eat. Anyway, that's my long-winded way of saying that I could probably eat this since I already bought it at night for my dessert. I really enjoyed it. Actually, I'll probably just eat it tonight because I already opened it. Okay, Quest, I'm really happy that like worked out because I don't want to like talk shit about a company, especially because we all have different taste buds. Since we're on Quest, I bought another thing from Quest and they have cookies now. I only have like heard of Quest's bars. So this is, I mean, it's been years since I had a Quest bar. They have grown their company so much, I wanted to try their freaking cookies because I am a cookie connoisseur, usually formed in crumble cookie, but I will try a protein cookie for now. This has 5 grams of protein and I got peanut butter cake. And I love peanut butter. It's only 90 calories, so I'm gonna take it. It is really tiny. And I was right, it is really small. This is what it looks like. It feels super light. I do like a dense cookie, but this is healthy. Remember, we want to be like the girls. All right, cut it in half. This is what the inside looks like. I think it's doughy. It's kind of hard. Let's try it. Usually peanut butter things taste really good. I can't remember if I said that earlier, but if I didn't, I'm saying it now. Peanut butter protein stuff tastes a lot better than anything else. Okay, I was thinking because it has less protein, it would taste a lot better, but I forgot it's like really small. They probably packed quite a bit of protein in there in such a small portion. It definitely has a protein type taste. The texture though is really good. I thought the texture was gonna be grainy. No, it's like light but dense at the same time. The peanut butter flavor tastes like protein peanut butter. Definitely did not taste how their peanut butter tasted from the peanut butter cup ones. They have these little, I don't know what these are. I'm guessing peanuts on the top of them and they taste a little stale. I don't know if I like that on top, but the biggest thing that surprised me was the texture. I thought the texture was going to just be greeny and gross and nasty, but it wasn't. Texture was great. It's, I think more for me, the flavor is a little off-putting. I definitely taste the protein in it, which surprises me because usually in peanut butter type, in a peanut butter base, you don't taste the protein flavor, but I definitely did this time. But the texture, that surprised me a lot. That was actually, the texture was good. Would I finish the protein treat off? No, Garrett can probably have the rest of this one. But I'm surprised. I thought I was not gonna like that at all. And in fact, I forgot that I bought it. And right when I said, oh, I'm so happy I didn't dog on Quest, I saw this and was like, oh, shoot. But it surprised me. I thought I was gonna absolutely hate it. I don't hate it. I just don't love it at the same time. But I think other people who are used to protein treats, like more proteiny type taste, would probably love this. If I was competition Michelle, who hasn't had an apple in weeks, bam, I probably should not eat this actually, because I'd probably binge on it. And in fact, during competition times, this is not supposed to be a normal part of your day because you want to lose weight. So I do, like, whenever I see the girls break these out, I chuckle because we were working out so much, we were eating so clean, and like I see Amberlynn and everyone break these type of protein treats out, and they're like, we worked so hard, we deserve something to recover. And I'm like, we didn't use these foods to recover. We didn't really eat them at all. Like, if you're really serious, you don't eat packaged food. You get all of your meals from actual food that you cook, which absolutely sucked. Okay, one last thing from Quest, protein crackers. You guys might be asking, what do you do with all of this since you don't normally eat this types of food? Garrett usually takes it. He does seem to like more proteiny taste, or he doesn't mind it as much. So yeah, Garrett usually takes them, because even off camera, I do like to come home with little like protein things to just taste around. Garrett's gonna try the protein chips that I like, and he's probably gonna like hate them. Tell me the truth if you like them.
The bar was
Okay, Garrett says the bar was nasty. I thought he would like them because he likes nasty protein treats.
I still ate it.
Oh, he ate. See, like, he can eat it. Like, if I think something is okay, I don't eat it. I'm not wasting my calories on it. Anyway, while Garrett tries the chips that I like, let's try the protein crackers, which I feel like they're gonna be good because they're cheesy. Okay, this was actually probably my favorite Quest treat. It's super cheesy. It's only 130 calories. Garrett, I can hear you crunching. I don't love it. He's like quietly crunching in the corner. It's 10 grams of protein. I feel like that's not very much. I don't know. I feel like these are kind of expensive for just like a 10 gram of protein treat, when I could just like get some Cheez-Its, have a normal meal, and have a couple Cheez-Its for what, how much is Cheez-Its now? Like $3? I'm not sure, but they have to be less than protein type treats because they're always super expensive. So I make sure the ones that I have to really, really like the protein treats. And I do really like these. I'm just saying, I feel like I can just have some Cheez-Its because I get all my protein from chicken and stuff. But if you're someone who wants a protein treat, these are actually really delicious. It's cheesy. The crumble in your mouth kind of reminds me of hot Cheetos. Like, it's like a melt in your mouth type thing. I don't know what they did, but Quest really did it with this one. This one is good. They pretty much taste like an adult Cheez-It. I feel like it's like they're good, but I don't want to like have too much of it. Okay, we are done with Quest. And now I want to try these. The Hershey's Cookies and Cream Protein Bar. Oh, I got tricked. For some reason, I thought the bar was going to be looking exactly like this, but this is what it looks like. Just a protein bar. Dang it. Also on the back, I noticed it says a bar that goes great with the office, the gym, and beach days. So for the people here who are saying that Rosie and ALR can't eat these because they don't do nothing, this box says you can pretty much eat them whenever. You don't have to work out to eat them. And to be completely honest, in the beginning of the video, I said a lot of people don't know what they're doing when it comes to protein bars. And what I mean by that is a lot of people will eat these and think, oh, they're low calories. Oh, they're low in sugar, when a lot of these actually have quite a bit of sugar in them. Not the ones that we tried today. They also, for some reason, think they're low in calories, but usually a lot of these treats are the same calories as like a regular treat. Like, I got some 90-calorie cookies from Walmart that cost me $2 that were 90 calories, and then this Quest cookie is 90 calories. But the other one tastes better because it has more sugar, and I enjoyed it more. But yeah, you don't have to work out, and that's something that I see in the comment section of the girls, is like, you're supposed to work out and then eat this. And I wouldn't recommend that at all. I would work out and then have an actual meal, because that's what's gonna fill you up. That's going to help you recover a lot more than just like a bar. I saw the girls also like love to drink protein shakes for some reason. You can drink a protein shake. It's not bad to get protein in. Even if you don't work out, you have to have some protein. You need it. It's vital. Well, yeah, you need protein, but you don't have to work out to have a protein drink. It's just something that's really good to have, because I liked drinking protein drinks after my workouts because it took time for me to get home and prep. But now I prep all my food, so all I have to do is put it in the oven. Rather than wasting calories on a protein shake, I can just come home really quick. My food's pretty much ready after I take a shower, and then I can save that 150 to 200 calories that I would have gotten from a protein shake for the end of the day with like something like this. Know what I'm saying? I can keep my dessert for later and have all my food during the day. All right, Hershey's bar. This is what it looks like out the wrapper. It does smell like white chocolate. I got like a whiff of white chocolate when I ripped it open. This is what it looks like straight out the package. Just another protein bar. It's got like every protein bar that I usually see is just like stuff packed into bar form and then hopefully covered with chocolate because that does help the taste. All right, let's try this. Supposed to taste like Hershey's. Okay, so I think a lot of these bar companies have either upped their game a little bit or they noticed that their protein bars tasted like booty cheek and reduced the protein inside of it, because I think when I would have protein bars back in the day, there'd be like 20, 25, 30 grams of protein. This one only has 18 grams of protein for 230 calories, but it's not as grainy as I thought that it would be. It does have a little bit of graininess to it and an aftertaste, but not as much as I thought that there would be, because before I started this video, I'm like, I hope I like some of this stuff and I'm not like coughing up and being dramatic, but that's usually what protein treats be having me do. And when I always saw Gorl World eating all these bars and everything, I'm like, how do they eat this stuff? I don't eat like a lot of sugary type stuff every single day, and I don't go out to eat at McDonald's, and these girls are going to McDonald's, getting pizza, eating all this stuff, sloppy joes, all this stuff, and they like protein bars? How are they liking this? I think they just like food, but maybe they're picking the protein bars, I think, with like less protein, because if they got the ones with 30 grams of protein, I don't think they would like it. So I'm having a little bit of clarification, because when I watch them eat all these protein things, I'm like, how are they eating this? Because usually it tastes gross. Anyway, that's all to say that these didn't taste as bad as I thought they were. Would I buy them regularly? No. Will I eat them since they're in my house after this video? Yes. The texture on the inside too is kind of like cookie dough with protein in it. So grainier than actual cookie dough, but not as horrible. So grainier than actual cookie dough with a little bit of a protein taste. I do enjoy, they've got little crunchy things in there. I love that. I like their white chocolate because they most likely use normal white chocolate, and I think that's what's covering up all of the protein flavor. So yeah, these are good. 230. Is it worth the calories though? 230 calories? For a meal, no. If for a dessert, my cutoff for dessert is 250 calories. 9 grams of sugar or below, because you don't want to have all that sugar before bed. Unless you're in Gorl World and you don't care, then honey, eat up. And now it's time for the thing that had Rosie trending. Well, maybe not trending, but a lot of people were talking about her because she loves Built Bars. Why did I do it like that? Wait, are these not Built Bars? We got it that time. So Built Bars I have been seeing all over TikTok. They are a puff. So it's pretty much marshmallow enrobed with chocolate. And they've got all these different flavors that people seem to really like, or at least on TikTok, they seem to really like them because they be trying to sell them to everybody for a very high price. It's more expensive online than when I went to the store. Fun fact, I do actually like Built Bars, but I have never tried their sour puffs. And I saw them in stores before Rosie talked about them, and I was like grossed out looking at them because I usually get their peanut butter flavor, but something about blue raz blast and lemon meringue pie in marshmallow form is a little weird. But they were in Rosie's video, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try them. I want to see if it is really worth the calories or is she just hungry. Something else about Rosie that a lot of people do critique is that she gets money from people in her like community, and she also complains about her health all while she can't afford going to the doctor or something, but then she's on stream buying these. I think she allegedly said, I'll say alleged because I can't remember. She said something where these are like necessity and they help her not eat as much or something like that. I do have to say, something that will help you not eat as much is having actual meals. And two, these are really expensive. $9, especially if you can't afford healthcare, I would say, I don't think you need to buy like mass amount of boxes of these things. I feel like you could put your money toward food that'll keep you full so then you can lose weight, because I don't think the Built Bars are helping anything. Okay, let's try the lemon ones first. I remember specifically she had lemon ones because I was watching Zachary Michael and they were saying that they pointed out that Rosie had piss yellow nails and she's also eating a lemon bar. And I did chuckle a little bit because I too love piss colored yellow nails. I've never explained yellow nails like that, but I do like yellow nails. This is what it looks like on the inside, the lemon bar. I feel like I might like these more than the blue raspberry razzle dazzle puff. But let's try. Okay, I know I made a little face there, but I think I accidentally got some of that protein cookie on the lemon. That made me like freeze up a little bit, which maybe I actually really hate the Quest cookie, but I'm not sure. So I'll just not put this on the plate again and just try it right now again. Oh, nope. That was the flavor from the lemon meringue pie Built Bar. It was a little weird. I liked the texture of it. I just didn't like this weird kind of artificially tasting lemon taste after it kind of settles in your mouth. Texture was fine. It's not completely marshmallow, it's just puffed out. It's like goopy substance stuff. I do taste the lemon, but like I said, I have like a weird artificial taste after it kind of settles in there. I do have to say though, I usually put these in the refrigerator, and I think when they're cold, they take away that proteiny taste. The hotter it is, the more you're gonna taste like after taste, and you're gonna taste a little bit more. So I will let you guys know how it tastes once I put it in the refrigerator, because that's usually how I take protein bars. All right, now it's time for Rosie's Sour Puff Built Bar. She bought a lot of these, and when I saw that she bought them, I was like, oh no, that's gonna be gross. And she ended up liking them. Oh, these are 16 grams of protein and 8 grams of sugar, 7 grams of sugar for the lemon one. So it does fit under my like 9 gram of sugar rule. Here is the package. Looks exactly, well, like the box. I do like the blue. I'm like matching with my shirt today, but I like the taste. Oh, it's got like little crumblies all over. I don't know, maybe I will like it. Remember in the crumble video, I liked the slushy cookie, which I thought I would hate. Okay, let's try. Oh, it's like really sour. Carrot laughing. It's chuckling at me. Okay, well, okay, that was a candid shot. You know freaking what? I do not hate them. In fact, I like them more than the lemon. It has absolutely no protein weird aftertaste. Once I got over how sour the little sugar things are on the outside, I actually really enjoyed it. And it makes me think, Rosie, you're gonna tell me, especially if I like something like this, you're gonna tell me that you had one of these things. I feel like you do be eating like the whole box at once. And if it's not at once, you're going back to the box through the day, which would be 600 calories already and 32 grams of sugar. And you're only supposed to have 25 grams of sugar a day. Anyway, to my surprise, I do like these. This might have been one of my favorite little treats that I tried during this little session. Weird. I talked a lot of crap about this Built Bar, and I do like it. Wanna try it, Garrett? Garrett's not, I thought Garrett would be excited for this taste test, and he's not excited at all.
Oh, wow. Let's see.
Here.
I thought it would be blue, like blue. That is sour.
It's really sour. Okay, so Garrett says it's extremely sour.
Just the first bite is sour.
He says just the first bite is sour, and that is true. Yeah, he says it's not bad. It kind of tastes like what are those little?
It reminds me of like Gushers or something.
Yeah, it reminds me of like those like gummy treats, but in protein bar form or like long form.
Yeah.
If you like gummies, I feel like you would like this. The problem with it with me is that I enjoy my sweet treats at night with a glass of milk, and I don't think I would have this with a glass of milk. So it probably wouldn't be like a sweet treat like for my dessert, but it does just surprised me that I liked it. Garrett will probably eat it though, right? Will you eat it? Yep, nope, Garrett jumped on that. He said he will eat this one. Not the protein cookie, but he will eat this one. I'm very surprised that I like this one. That is so weird, damn. Actually, a lot of nostalgia came in when I was eating it. Just reminds me of Gushers, fruit by the foot, just more expensive and less sugar. Delicious. I'm finding that I actually really, really love puffed out bars, which is why I bought, yes, we're not done yet. I saw that this company Fit Crunch does a puff bar. At least it says it in the name, Puff and Crunch. Oh, it's Puff and Crunch. So they mix the thing that I like and the thing that I don't really like together. So I didn't read that appropriately. I thought it was just all puff, and I wanted to compare the two because I know Built Bar is like the puff bar and the bar that like Rosie buys and all the other girls buy. And I was gonna suggest to them, there's another one, but it's a Puff and Crunch, which kind of freaks me out. And it's raspberry meringue pie. So it's kind of like just putting everything together that I didn't really like. I don't know, I guess we're gonna try it. I remember liking Fit Crunch Bar before, and so I just recognized the name, and so I bought it this time because I wanted to see. So let's see if it's, I know you guys are probably asking why I open things like that, because I ain't got no time to open it in a nice way. Okay, Fit Crunch Bar is 200 calories, 7 grams of fat, 18 grams of protein, and 1 gram of sugar. Okay, let's open it. I have to say, it's pretty. Well, no, it's kind of. It's pink, and I do love me some pink. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Oh, that doesn't look puffed to me. It looks goopy. Here's the inside. I don't know if I'm excited to try it, but I mean, we're here. Let's do it. Okay, so I know I was making some faces back there, and all of them is what I'm feeling right now. Unfortunately, that was not something that I would even enjoy, I don't think. Like, if I was competing, just the mostly because of the texture. It's very weird to have a puff and then like some type of substance of jelly thing and then like crunch at the, and I'm a texture person, so keep that in mind. Maybe you don't care, but like texture is a big thing to me and the texture was not good. Probably because I was expecting a puff and then I didn't read correctly, which is my fault. I got puff and crunch, and I don't think I like puff and crunch. Also, that grainy, proteiny taste that I tell you guys about, that is exactly the kind of protein bar that I remember back in the day, and I'd be like, I'm gonna go eat about 5 Reese's peanut butter cups to make up for that. And that's the feeling that I have right now. Like I do feel a little queasy because for some reason, those type of protein bars make me feel sick. And those are the kind of protein bars that I thought Rosie and Amberlynn were eating. And I'm like, how are they eating this? Because like they make me just like, I don't like it. The bar has a sort of artificial taste, as in like an artificial strawberry taste or cherry taste. It's giving medicine that my mom forced me to take when I was sick when I was younger, and I hated it. And now that nostalgia is coming back in a really bad way. The puff is not a puff like the Built Bar. It's just like, I don't know how to explain the puff. It's not like Built Bar. So they set themselves apart from that one. The jelly is jelly-like substance, which I don't know sounds very appetizing. I think the best part maybe was the crunch, but I didn't like it at all. I feel like I liked the texture of the crunch, but I don't want to try it again because I don't like the coating. Their chocolate coating tastes grainy, super artificially, not creamy at all. We have ended on a bad note, unfortunately, which I hate ending on, but I did not like Fit Crunch at all. I don't even know if Garrett will like these. I feel like I would have to throw them away. So unfortunately, I definitely wasted my money on that one because I can't eat it. But fortunately for Fit Crunch, they're extremely popular in the fitness community. A lot of people love Fit Crunch. 1 gram of sugar, like bodybuilders are all over this. I'm just a regular person now, so like this kind of stuff is not my thing. But for bodybuilders, they'd be all over this easily. So unfortunately, we're ending on that, but I got some clarification today. I can see why the girls are binging on protein bars, because before I thought, how? Are you guys just that bored or have no taste buds at all? Rosie, these are actually really good. These are a little weird, but maybe they're better in the refrigerator. I also got to see why the girls are so hungry, because they're eating things like this instead of an actual meal. So I hope I communicated that well with you, that you guys want to try to eat a meal, especially if you're gonna have a snack, because snacks usually turn into a couple of meals. At least for me, I could eat a whole bag of hot Cheetos and that's gonna be what, a whole day's worth of calories, plus the calories that I'm getting from meals. So it was no wonder why I was gaining so much weight or wasn't losing weight. And I do think that is one of the biggest issues that the girls have. They are just eating all these snacks. They're continuously hungry, and so they freak out internally or mentally, and they're like, I gotta eat more food. And by the time they get to their meal, now they're gonna have everything they make. I saw Rosie eat like out of a pot of macaroni, and that is just pasta and cheese, no protein or nothing. And probably most likely in her head, she said, well, I had protein today. I had a Built Bar, which isn't quality protein that you're going to want to eat throughout the day. The biggest thing that I learned that I took away from bodybuilding and throughout all the other things of not enjoying food, because that's weird, was you want to get your protein from good protein sources, not in a package, from an actual like chicken breast, steak, shrimp. That was the best thing that I learned from bodybuilding, and it really, really does help. Along with getting in your fiber. You can't just only eat protein. Well, some of you guys are gonna say that you can, but for me, I'm not doing that. I ain't doing keto. That was awful. But we're all different. If keto works for you, that's great. I'm gonna eat an apple. Another thing that I want to talk about is that I see like meals with Amberlynn, and she's on another weight loss journey for the 58th time, and she had a plate full of sausage, or like a sausage link or something. I think it was an air fryer sausage. I'm not too sure. And I feel like in their head, they're saying, oh, it's air fried, so less fat, when it's still not gonna fill you up. She had some rice, and then she had some type of carb, and then I noticed she had like protein chips on the side. And so once again, that's not protein or a meal that's really gonna fill you up. It's just a lot of wasted calories. So I think the girls really get tricked by seeing 19 grams of protein. I know my booty cheeks did before. And they're constantly eating these meals that are never going to keep them full. And so then they're going to, once again, freak the fuck out and eat a lot. And then they have to be on this everlasting cycle of I'm dieting again, never mind, not dieting, and then dieting again, and then not dieting. Then they gain weight and they're like, oh shoot, I need to lose weight, and then they diet again, and then they get hungry again, and then they quit. And honestly, that's what most people do. Gorl World is actually real world. Most people who are obese, especially at the level of size that these women are, that's exactly what they do. And they never understand that they need to look at the calories and make sure that they're eating for volume and low calorie rather than just looking at the protein and saying, okay, it has protein in it. The biggest tip that I can give you today is after you watch this video, look up low calorie, high volume meals, and it will give you a ton of idea. It's pretty much what you've seen with my meals, but if you want more variety, because I eat mostly chicken, fish, and shrimp and stuff like that, you can find more variety. But also keep in mind that eating regular meals like consistently every single day that I just know how many calories are in it has brought me so much less stress. I don't have to constantly think, and I can kind of just like put it on my plate and not have to constantly do the calories all the time. And most people who have really nice bodies usually eat pretty much the same thing almost every single day. Not saying that you have to, just saying being in the kitchen for so long is so annoying. I don't want to do that, so I'd rather just have my regular meals every single day with a little treat at night. Well, not this one, because I like milk with it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching me eat like the girls from Gorl World. I hope the tips helped. I hope that explaining the treats helped you maybe make a more conscious decision on if you're gonna buy one of these or not. I actually really did enjoy myself, but if you also want to try our treats, Yibs Donuts, I will link that down below. We do usually sell out every single week, but we do restock on Wednesdays, right? Or Tuesdays. Oh, we restock on Tuesdays. I know the times of my own business. It used to be Wednesdays, so I keep forgetting. It's Tuesdays. I'll link that right below for you guys, and I will see all of you guys, well, not in Gorl World, probably in my next video. Bye.
Worth the calories, baby, tell me please. Is it magic or just grease and dreams?